It is truly amazing how a season can change in a minute. During this 5-game winning streak, the Mets have come from behind 4 times, including a pair of walk-off wins. It's a combination of timely hitting and terrific starting pitching that has led to this winning streak, and today they put it on the line here at Wrigley Field. Drew Smyly is having a resurgent season. He's going to throw a lot of curveballs. He's not going to miss a ton of bats, but it's going to be a lot of soft contact against the 33-year-old left-hander.
Brandon Nimmo in the box, the leadoff man for the Mets, hits from the left side.
That's hit toward the right field corner, back toward the wall, and it lands in the well, and Nimmo's going to try for 3. No, it bounced out of play, and it's a ground rule double. So Nimmo opens the festivities with his 10th double of the year. He's got a big batter to get here, 3-2 with Nimmo at second and 2 out. And Alonso takes ball 4, and so the Mets have 2 men on.
And it brings up the young Mark Vientos.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Vientos is retired, and the Mets leave 2 on the bases. After a half inning, we're scoreless at Wrigley.
Tyler McGill, who comes off 2 good starts in a row against Washington and Tampa Bay.
Well, I thought he had his best start of the year, his last time out. He went 6 innings, only walked 1 batter. That's the big key for him. You know he's always going to go after hitters.
Here's the former Brave Dansby Swanson. Hits the comebacker off the glove of McGill. It deflects to Escobar, who barehands it and throws him out. Oh, wow. Eduardo Escobar, what an adjustment. He might have hurt himself on the play, and Lindor is calling for the trainer to come out and have a look.
And let's see where it happened. Nice bare hand. There it is, right there.
Oh, as he's making the throw.
Oh, boy.
Wow. That's an injury you see often with basketball players. He says, Buck, I'm okay. Happy birthday, Buck, by the way. Buck Showalter, 67 today. So with help from Escobar, McGill has retired the first 2. And here is Ian Happ, who's off to a tremendous start.
Got him swinging. Big long cut from Happ, comes up short, and the changeup puts him away. So a couple of groundouts, including a beauty play from Eduardo Escobar and a strikeout. It's a 1-2-3 for Tyler McGill. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning in Chicago at Wrigley Field. Mets and Cubs, no score.
Seiya Suzuki stands in. Swing and a high fly ball drilled center field. Going back, Nimmo backs some more. Gone! Seiya Suzuki on the first pitch of the inning. And it's 1-0, and he stays hot.
Wastes no time here tonight. First pitch fastball center cut and gone.
Seiya has been hot. I tell you what, Zach, he's on fire lately, and he doesn't miss a beat.
Seiya hit 4 home runs and knocked in 7 on the road, hitting at .344 in the just completed 9-game trip.
Since then, the walk to Christopher Morel, who's at third base. And there's 2 down now for Yan Gomes, and with the runner at third, the infield can relax back.
Chopped off the plate. That's the third. Beatty charges Fields, and then doesn't make the throw.
Cubs extend the lead 2-0 now over the Mets here in the 2nd.
Yeah, Gomes chops the ball off the plate, a big high bounce. Beatty makes a great running play coming in, but obviously doesn't get a grip on this ball and is unable to make the throw to first base. Gomes showing off his veteran speed on the way down to first, and Morel scores easily from third base.
A productive 2nd inning so far for the Cubs, and they're looking for more. They're up 2-0. Gomes being held on at first by Alonso.
So now Matt Mervis with 2 outs, lefty hitter.
That's drilled left center field. This one's got a chance. Gone! Matt Mervis, 2nd of the year. And the Cubs extend the lead. It is now 4-0.
His first career home run at Wrigley Field. A 395-foot drive the other way by Mervis for his first Wrigley Field home run, his 2nd of his career.
Top of the 4th inning, 4-0 Cubs lead.
Here's Pete Alonso.
Alonso drills one deep center field. That heads toward the bleachers, and that is way out of here. Pete Alonso strikes at Wrigley Field to get the Mets on the board. Number 18 for Alonso, and there was no doubt about it. Pete just keeps on clubbing. That's 5 home runs in his last 7 games.
Number 18 for Pete Alonso. And the Mets are on the board. It's 4-1 Chicago. So a runner at second base after the E7. And here is Matt Mervis. Well, we mentioned Matt Mervis earlier, an opposite field 2-run home run to push the Cubs lead to 4. Now this is a huge sequence for McGill. You're down 3 runs. Pete Alonso just came back and got you on the board. The last thing you need is for the Cubs to add on.
Ground ball, base hit right field. There's Topman around third. Marte throw to the plate. Throw to second, out at second. An RBI single for Matt Mervis, and it's 5-1.
We may want to take a look at this one.
So they are going to look at it.
Really close. Question is, do they have enough to overturn it? Maybe this will give us a little better angle. I think he's safe. I'm going with safe.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the toe got there before the tag was applied.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
There you go.
All right, peace in the booth.
Chicago will retain their challenge.
So Mike Tauchman scores the run after reaching on the error by Pham, and now it's Nico Horner. Mervis at second, 5-1. Ground ball on the backhand. There's Lindor. Steadies, throw, offline, and Nico's safe. Lindor, as good as it gets. They've scored it a base hit, and rightly so.
So the Cubs have men at the corners with 2 away. Dansby, Swanson due up.
Slice the other way, base hit. Mervis in, Swanson and knocked the other way, and it's 6-1. So the Cubs do a great job making the Mets pay for their defensive miscues.
The Cubs leave the bases loaded, but not before scoring 2 more times. They've got a 6-1 lead over the Mets.
6-1 Cubs as we go to the top of the 6th inning. So Nimmo is now 2 for 3.
Escobar has incredible numbers against Drew Smyly in his career. He is 8 for 14. That is a .571 average with 4 home runs.
1-2. Escobar loops one, shallow center field. Here comes Tauchman in on the run. It drops in front of him, base hit. Nimmo gets the second and stops there. So a blue hit for Escobar, who's at first.
So the Mets now have the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th, no one out, and Pete Alonso headed to the plate. He hit a long home run his last time up, and that'll be all for Drew Smyly. Smyly receives a nice ovation as he leaves the game, but the Mets are threatening. Bases loaded, no one down here in the top of the 6th.
Smyly exits. He is responsible for Nimmo at third, Escobar at second, and Lindor at first. Single walk.
Well, this inning has set up nicely for the Mets, right into their power part of their lineup.
Alonso had a grand slam to tie the game against the Guardians on Friday night.
Keep the train running.
1-1 to Alonso. And Pete hammers one on the ground at third. Wisdom with a nice pickup gets the out at third, and a run comes home. That ball almost scooted right by Wisdom, but he was able to secure it and get the force on Escobar as Nimmo comes in to score to make it 6-2.
Well, the Mets do get 1 run, could add a whole lot more. 2 hits, 2 left.
The last of the 7th inning here at Wrigley Field. The Cubs with a 6-2 lead over the Mets.
Christopher Morel, the 23-year-old, has hit safely in all 11 games since being recalled from AAA Iowa, and during that time he has 8 home runs and 14 RBIs.
High fly ball, left field. As if on cue, it is gone. He's gone yard again. Wow. And this one scraped the clouds. 7-2.
Can you believe it? Another Christopher Morel home run.
I mean, can you say on fire?
9 home runs now for Morel in 12 games this season. A 383-foot drive to left center. Cubs now up 7-2 over the Mets here in the 7th.
Well, last chance dance for the Mets here in the top of the 9th inning, looking to keep the game alive. Chicago has a 7-2 lead, and the Mets, who are down 7-2, are down to their final out here at Wrigley.
Here's the 1-0. Pham grounds one to third. It is off the glove of Wisdom. Picks it up, slings to first. It is in time. Out number 3. And the Cubs start the homestand off right. A 7-2 win over the Mets.
Yeah, what a great game. Offensively, a little bit of an explosion. A good job by Smyly early on. Got into a little trouble in the 6th. And guess what? In comes Estrada. Does a great job getting out of it. Mark Later Jr., Merriweather, everybody else chipping in. 1, 2, 3 in the 9th. A great way to come back home and start off a homestand.